Thanks for joining us today for BRMC's Healthy Connections. Regina Ellis, what is going on over at the Peitz Cancer Support House?
Oh, where to start?
Yeah.
This is
Any place you want.
Any place I want. It's very, very busy. I guess I'll start at the beginning with right now.
Okay.
We're at
new
the start
year.
New year. It's February. And February is National Cancer Prevention Month.
Prevention, okay.
So we need to, put on our New Year's resolutions. We're still working on those. And we just need to keep in mind that there are things that we can do to prevent cancer. Can we narrow it down to one specific thing that if you do, you'll never get cancer or you'll have a guarantee? No. Of course we can't do that. Not yet anyway. But until there's a cure found or we find out even more about it, we go with the knowledge we've got right now. And there are some things that we can do that have been proven to lower your risk of certain cancers, definitely.
What are some of those?
And so some of the things, I have to get my cheat sheet because I can
get
only keep so much up here.
And I'm real curious to see, because February is also Heart Month.
Yes.
And I'm curious to see, I bet they
we
run
could
parallel
go,
right on down the line of things that we need to do.
Well, some of the things that we can keep in mind, that 30 to 40% of cancer can be prevented.
Really?
Yeah. So that's a good odds there. I mean, you can be very proactive in that. So how can we reduce our risk of cancer? One, quit smoking.
There you go.
Very, very, very important one, to quit smoking. And we have a program at the Peitz Cancer Support House to help you do just that, and it's completely free of charge.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Now, what do they use do they use patches? Do they use...
They can use patches, and the instructor goes through those. She goes through other medications that are available.
And this is all free?
It's all free. Now, we will give you the patches. The other medications, she'll go through how they work and what you need to do, or get those from your doctor. We don't actually supply other medications, but you can get patches, 2 weeks worth of patches free by going through the program. Some people, can quit without using the nicotine replacement patches. Which is even right. Which is it's just there's a lot involved with your addiction. So Roxy Coop is our facilitator for that group, and Larry Nelson, and they do just a wonderful, wonderful job. And they're both former smokers, so they've been there. They know what they're talking about. So it's a great program. We run that 6 times a year, and
got one coming up soon.
We will have one sometime in March. I don't have the exact dates on it yet, but we're always taking names and telephone numbers and keeping a list going of people that are interested in that program.
And
they can call the Peitz House. Yes, 508-2273, and we'll get you on the list.
508-2273.
Yeah, very important.
Tobacco cessation. Okay.
And another thing with that is, of course, heart disease. Yes, you're right. It will lower that as well. It's not just lung cancer. And that's something that a lot of people, think, oh, well, that's just lung cancer. There are lots of other cancers that are affected by smoking. It's been linked to breast cancer, colon cancer. It's one of the major contributors for bladder cancer.
Oh, my goodness. So you're kind of dispelling a lot of myths that are out there. And I'm going to ask you in a second if you can answer one for me.
I'll try. We'll see.
Okay.
Another thing we need to do is limit our alcohol intake. That has been proven to reduce your cancer risk as well. We all need to get active.
Oh boy, there's the big one right there. And then food's coming. I know it is.
Well, we get to eat more.
Of the good stuff.
Yes, fruits and vegetables. So we do need to eat more fruits and vegetables, increase our fiber intake. Those things have been shown to lower your cancer risk. While we're eating those good things, hopefully we will maintain a healthy weight. And by doing that, we can lower and you can be too thin as well, and it be a cancer risk.
Really?
So that's important that you maintain a healthy weight for your body to function properly and have the fuel that it needs to function properly. And to repair itself. I mean, that's a lot of what cancer is damage. It's damage to your cells. So we want our body to work at optimum efficiency and be able to repair that damage before it spreads into cancer.
Now I'm going to ask my question because this came up the other day, and we all have cancer cells in our bodies. Is that correct?
I don't know if that's really correct or not. I've heard things like that, and And I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nurse.
Right.
You know, I mean, I spend a lot of time around some very, very knowledgeable people. All of our cells have the ability
to become
cancerous.
And
so
maybe
I don't know
if
that's where, you know, people kind of get off on that. And like I said, I'm probably not the best person
to keep your cells healthy.
Yeah. You know, cancer is your own cell that's gone berserk. It's gone haywire, and it's growing without regard to the constraints that it's supposed to operate under.
Okay.
You know,
so don't give it any help by smoking and drinking too much and eating the bad stuff.
Yeah, we can go berserk without all of that.
So all on our own.
Don't add to it is pretty much what the thing is. And of course the last one that we can do is use sunscreen. That's definitely been proven to lower your cancer risk. If we'll use sunscreen, and in our area we need to.
Yes,
and we need to be outside and active and enjoying
the vitamin D.
our area, but we need to do that in moderation and with sunscreen.
And I do. I'm going to show if Gil, if you can hone in just a little bit. Precancerous. I've been visiting my dermatologist, and on my nose and on my arm, and even with sunscreen. Was being fair and a little bit prone to it. So we keep a close eye on those spots.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See your dermatologist and get them when they're precancerous.
Yeah. So always make sure that you're having discussions with your physician about what different types of cancer screenings you need for your age and your family history. And you really need to make sure that your physician is up to date on all of that they understand your family history, what's going on with you, and that you make sure you get those early screenings.
Sure.
And there's not just one screening for cancer, unfortunately. We've got to, keep our finger on all of it. But we do have some wonderful screening, tools that are available to us.
Can you go over any of those with us?
A few of the big ones that I know offhand without having to do a lot of research. But, of course, with skin cancer, what do they recommend? Let me see if I've got the saying right in my mind. Check your birthday suit on your birthday.
So, there you go.
There you go. So, you do need to have a dermatologist look you over and look for those areas. And once a year is a good time to do that. So, schedule that appointment every year. That kind of stuck with me after I pulled it out of the recesses of the brain there. But that's a very good one for skin cancer. Of course, we hear in the news all the time for us ladies that we should get our mammograms, we should get our pap smears, and do those at the appropriate age. Yes,
annually.
Clinical breast exams, all of those things are very important. Do your self breast exams. That's still very important because nobody knows you like you. Right. Look for changes in appearance. And that's with any part of our body. If you notice something changing, that might alert you to bring that to the attention of your doctor.
Right.
Colonoscopies. Turn 50, give yourself a birthday present of going in and starting that every 10-year process of getting your colonoscopy done. It can save your life. It definitely can.
So much of these with early screenings minimize what happens to you and your quality of life.
It does.
Your length of life and your quality of life.
The key for cancer right now is early detection. Most cancers can be cured with early detection.
We're so lucky.
We've just got to find it early enough.
Right.
And so that's our, right now that's our goal. Until an actual cure is found, or we can figure out how to prevent it, that's our best bet is early detection. Guys need to get out there and get their prostate exams done.
Exactly.
And, get their PSA checked when the doctor, feels that it's necessary for them to begin that process. Okay. And there's lots of guidelines that change due to family history. So, you do need to make sure that you get a great physician that will work with you and look at all of that, take it into account. And we're blessed with so many great doctors in our area.
We're going to talk about them as soon as we come back. We need to take a short commercial break. Don't go away. We've got lots more information for you, some of which are the screenings coming up at the health fair this year.
Ah.
We'll be right back.